Hair loss affects so many worldwide. According to the American Hair Loss Association, 2/3 of men will begin to see their hair start to thin and disappear by the age 35. Now, once they turn 50, about 85% of men will have experienced a significant amount of thinning. And about 25% of men who are affected by hair loss start to see thinning before age 21. Unfortunately for women, this condition does not just affect men. By the time women hit the age 50, about half of them will be dealing with some degree of hair loss. Now, I'm sure if you're watching this video, you may already know there's a lot of treatments out there for hair loss, including pills, topical medications, hair transplants, and even laser treatments. Now, I want to make it clear that I'm not saying that these things don't work to a certain point. There are many people who claim to get good results from these treatments. However, what I have noticed is that these treatments don't really seem to last. In fact, according to some of the leading medications information, including minoxidil, which is the primary ingredient in Rogaine, or finasteride, which is another FDA-approved hair loss medication, if you were to stop taking or using these medications, the effects are supposedly supposed to kind of go in reverse. Meaning any effort that you put into regrowing or stopping your hair loss is gone. So if you're going to use something to help stop hair loss or potentially regrow your hair, why not try the most natural way possible? CBD. Okay, so before I get into how CBD could potentially help you with your hair loss or regrowth, let me first break down the main reasons why hair loss happens in the first place. People typically lose about 100 hairs a day, which usually doesn't cause any noticeable thinning on the scalp. This is due to new hair growing in at the same time you're losing it. A hair follicle typically goes through a growth cycle that lasts about 2 to 6 years. Even if you shave or cut your hair, the same hair will grow back out of that follicle from the root of the hair contained within the follicle. At the end of this cycle, the hair enters what's known as a resting phase before finally falling out a few months later. Then the follicle produces a new hair and the cycle begins again. Unfortunately, high levels of hormones, including DHT or dihydrotestosterone, which is created from testosterone, can shrink your hair follicle as well as shorten the life cycle, causing the hair to grow out looking thinner and more brittle, as well as fall out much faster. So how can CBD help hair loss and hair growth? So we know CBD comes with a myriad of benefits, but can it really help grow your hair back or stop your hair loss? I will say that CBD oil doesn't get into your hair follicle and make them magically grow longer and thicker. Instead, CBD oil works by helping your body get to the ideal condition for maximum hair growth. Now, I do want to mention that this has to be done in the early stages of hair loss. If your hair follicle scars over, there really is no bringing it back. However, if you just started to notice a receding hairline, or maybe more hair in your shower drain than you normally do, it is the perfect time to start using CBD to put your body back in that perfect state in order to have the healthiest head of hair possible. Now, with that being said, let me give you some examples on how CBD can bring you to that state for maximum hair growth. CBD oil can promote restful sleep and less stress, but how's that going to help with hair loss? Now, sleep, and not just any sleep, a deep, restful sleep will help you to reduce your levels of cortisol, which is the stress hormone and has been linked to higher levels of hair loss. As cortisol levels increase in your body, the cortisone signals your hair follicle to shift from the growth phase into a phase called catagen, which is a transitional phase. In this phase, your hair falls out. This is called telogen effluvium. It's a common symptom of high stress levels and a cause of increased hair loss. With CBD, you can help to stop high levels of cortisol, which will help to keep your scalp in the right state. CBD oil can reduce inflammation. Many of you may already know that CBD helps to reduce inflammation, but did you know that chronic inflammation can significantly impact your hair's health and growth? So, since CBD not only helps suppress inflammation in the body, it also is suspected to reach sebaceous glands, which secrete oil that lubricates the hair in the follicle, where it can provide therapeutic benefits. Meaning that CBD will help reduce the inflammation in your scalp and increase the sebum levels, which will help to increase your hair growth and decrease your hair loss. CBD oil increases blood circulation. Obviously, increased blood circulation will have many benefits, including causing more stimulation to your scalp, especially since CBD increases cerebral blood flow. It helps deliver more nutrients to hair follicles and removes harmful toxins, allowing hair to become stronger and healthier and promotes new hair growth. So, if you're experiencing hair loss or seeing a little thinning, you should definitely make CBD a part of your daily routine. Now, don't worry, we're not going to leave you with just that. In the description below, we have selected some of our best CBD oils. They have a ton of verified reviews and lab reports. This way you don't end up with any oil that doesn't work or one that has ingredients that really shouldn't be there. So feel free to check those out. If you liked the video, show some appreciation and hit that like button. And if you want to see a new video like this every single week, don't forget to subscribe. We will see you next time.